Hey guys, what's up? So, what we got today is a lot of roulette. Now, if you guys hadn't been paying attention, which, you got other things to do, you're not playing the game every single day, they released the winter update, and the winter update adds bells. You get the bells for free in the shop, 45 of them, and then you can watch videos for 45 more. Now, I've been collecting them for a couple of days. The only nuisance is there's no link here in the shop anywhere to spend them. To spend them, you have to go back out to your mission ready screen here and tap the roulette button. Now, this is a throwback to Rovercraft 1 if you've played it. There were parts that you could only get this way. And there was a time when I had all of these parts, but they've modified the game since then and taken them away, and hopefully they brought them back and made them a little more useful than they were back then. The front wheel with the deer on it is actually a really fast wheel, and it doesn't cost a lot. But the problem with it is that deer that sticks up and takes, a lot of space. So it's like, yeah, it's a good part, but at what cost? And then there's the snowman half tread, which is an interesting part because it doesn't use a lot of power and still gives you a lot of the benefits of a tread. But I found that it just gets stuck way too often. So it wasn't the most useful of parts. And the sleigh, I don't know what to say about that, except that it has this annoying runner on the front that takes up space. You can't do squat with it. A lot of booby prizes here. Oh, hey, I finally got the snowman. Wonder if I can get the other ones. Like I said, when back at the day in this game, when they very first released those parts, I got them. And then they did a game reboot, and you had to start all over again. Which almost seems to sap away the fun of collecting them a second time. Because it's like, well, they weren't all that good the first time. And then you took them away from me. And now you're going to make me watch a whole bunch of videos to get them back? Rude. Yeah, you guys would impress me. Start adding in some of those fun techie levels from Rovercraft 1. And do something about the cheating on the infinite missions. Alright. Now on Marena, I was able to get 520 meters, which I thought was pretty good. Now, Marena is an interesting mission because you have space constraints. Yay, once there was a snowman. And because there's a space constraint, you have to be very careful on how you set up your rover. Let's slide back here. Take those off for now. I don't want him on the top. I want the pilot in the middle. Possibly back a hair. Let's pull those off for now. Bring these down. Pull that off. And one thing that is very important is flexibility in this particular level. And don't be stupid, Joe. Okay. So now I got our flexibility. Thinking. All right, let's pull this out and bring this over. And then grab that other turbine. Okay, now I need front wheels. Will that make an adequate bumper? That might work. The thing is, you want to have a lot of squishy things on the bottom so you can compress and squeeze into smaller spaces. When you start throwing the hard rollers on the top or the bottom, you've constrained yourself because you don't have squishy things anymore. I've been burned by that more times than I can count. And see there, I wouldn't have been able to get through there if I hadn't opted for a flexible rover. The drive wheels on the front are proving to be a problem. It's much easier and much more efficient to push than it is to pull. Especially when it gets steep. Holy crap. All right. $203 meters. Decent first try. And what we've got is that this thing is too rigid. So we've got two trucks here, and they're each 4 blocks wide and 2 tall. So why don't we rearrange into 3, or, well, 2 3s and a 2. Whoops. better. All right. Now let's put this here. So I've got my drive in the middle. I hate doing that because I always take too much damage on the front quarter. And let's link them up. You can go there. And maybe that. That might work. Worth a try anyway. I'm going to have to be really chintzy on the battery because I've taken some batteries off in favor of more flexibility. Yep, no repair kits on this mission. Come on. Oh, man. Well, 206. Oh, man. What are we going to do about that? That makes it seem like we're going to want a lot smaller of a rover. Why don't I try this? Shoot. If you go there, I can put one of those up there. Yeah, they interfere with each other if I do that. 2, 2, and 3. I'm wondering if I can get away with one fewer of these. Be a little more battery power. Or if I just exposed my cockpit to getting destroyed from the bottom. Seems okay so far, but we'll see what happens. Like, why do you always put the tenacious wheel so it hangs off the front like that? If it works, do it. Just the tricks you learn. Maybe I'm an idiot, but it seems to work really well. You can see I use that technique in a lot of my rovers. Sneaky, sneaky. All right.